Hey mathematicians, let's do your homework. All right, so I'm not really actually going to spend much, if any, time on the front because there were so many 100s on these exit tickets today that I think we've pretty much nailed it. So these are our first two in case you lost your homework and you're just copying them down. Remember that your equation should not involve any math that you've already done. You're literally just looking at the picture. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. I'm going to write a 5 with an x. I see that it's balanced, so that means that it's equal to something. It's equal to 450. I do want you to show your work, so please watch what I'm doing right now because that's the step that some of you are just doing it in your head, so you're not showing it to me. I want to see, okay, 5 and x are smushed, which means they're being multiplied. To undo that, to isolate x, I am going to divide both sides by the number that's with x by 5. So that's the work that needs to be shown. It's like proof that you did it instead of just like Googling it, because I know you never do that. So then we have x equals, and you divide 450 divided by 5, or think about 45 divided by 5 is 9. So we should end up with x equals 90. So on the front, I believe it's only 4 problems. Here we go, just in case you need to look at them. I'm not going to solve these because I think you guys can handle it. Plus, most of you already started in class. On the back, that's where we're going to spend our time. The back is a review of ratio problems. So a bakery sells 17 cups of coffee for every 3 cups of hot chocolate. It's not a set, like that's what they sold. For every means that we're talking about a ratio. So if they sell 6 cups of hot chocolate, then they're not still selling only 17 coffees. 3 is doubled to make 6, so 17 would be doubled to make 34. At the end of a day, the bakery sold 406 more, it's the most important word in this whole problem, coffees than hot chocolates. When we're doing these type of problems, yes, you can solve it with a proportion, but remember when we talked about more than problems, you want to set up your tape diagram. So I'm going to put an H for hot chocolate, or an HC, and a C for coffee. I'm going to draw my big long tape diagram because it has to fit at least 17 spaces. Cut it into 2 parts. 16 lines will give me 17 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, if you're like me and you ran out of space, you can just keep adding on at the end. 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's embarrassing. Gotta add on again. 16 sections. That should be 17. You're going to color in 3 for the hot chocolates and 17 for the coffees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oops. That's embarrassing again. I didn't know how to count. We don't really need that one. Don't look at it. It's gone. Okay, 17. How many more than? Remember, and this is maybe a note you need to write yourself for the whole thing. More than means we're counting the white boxes, the empty ones. Total means we're counting all the shaded. So more than, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 more hot coffees than hot chocolates. So we have 14 times our box equals 406. This is literally algebra. The box is like our unknown x. So you've already been solving algebra problems. I just tricked you and made you think it was new. So if we have 14 times something, to figure out what that something is, to isolate it, we have to do the opposite of times. We're going to divide both sides by 14. And I don't know what that is off the top of my head, so we'll actually probably have to put it in long division form. 14 goes into 4, no, 14 goes into 40, 14, 28, 30, 42, 56, 70, all right, 2 times. Here's our 28. Regroup, that's a 1, that's a 2. Bring down your 6. 70 plus 4 is 84. 98. 112, and 126. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So each box is worth 29, or whatever variable you say that box is equals 29. That's your solution for the box. How many of the 2 drinks did they sell in all? In all is another way to say total. So you were going to say all these 17 plus 3 more, that's 20 boxes. And we now know that the box is worth 29. So when you solve that multiplication problem, that's your final answer. So in each of these, I strongly recommend setting up a tape diagram. None of them should be as long as the one I just did because all these other numbers look pretty small. We've got a 1-to-3 ratio, a 3-to-2 ratio, and a 3-to-5. So big drawing is done. But make sure that you are paying attention to if this is a more or a total problem. And unfortunately, total problems might not always say the word total altogether, in all. I don't know. I can't think of another word. But those are some key examples. So watch out for those. I'm looking for tape diagrams. I'm looking for your equation with the box, the empty box that you solved for. And I'm looking for a final answer for number 4, number 5, and number 6. All right, I'll see you on Monday.